Ready for an adventure? Today we're diving deep into planning a trip to Sardinia
Oh, Sardinia.
for first-timers. A place with amazing beaches,
Beaches, yes.
fascinating history,
Oh, yeah.
and a totally unique culture. We want to make sure you're ready to soak it all in,
Yeah.
without any of those first-time traveler hiccups.
And believe me, there's a lot to soak in.
I bet.
Sardinia, it's the second largest island in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
So many different places to see, hidden
Ooh,
coves,
love Hidden Cove.
charming towns, and centuries of history just waiting to be explored.
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
I'm already picturing myself like sipping something delicious by the water. But let's rewind a bit.
Okay.
What are the absolute essentials to know before I even book a flight?
Well, the best time to visit for sure is between May and October.
Okay.
Think warm, sunny days, perfect for the beach.
Perfect.
Or exploring, so pack those swimsuits and summer clothes.
Got it. Light clothes.
Yeah, but maybe a light jacket for the evenings. They can be a little cooler.
Good point. Okay, anything else I should keep in mind?
Yeah, don't forget, they use the euro in Sardinia.
Of course.
And while you'll find lots of people who speak English, especially in tourist areas,
Right.
Brushing up on some basic Italian phrases can really add to your trip. Plus, it shows respect for the local culture.
I love that, embracing the local culture. So I'll be practicing my buongiorno and grazie.
Yeah.
Now, safety is always on my mind when I'm going somewhere new.
Yeah.
What's the vibe in Sardinia?
I'm happy to say it's generally considered very safe.
You.
Of course, like anywhere else, just take those basic precautions.
Right.
Be aware of your stuff, especially in crowded areas.
Yeah.
Use common sense at night. Just smart travel stuff.
Smart travel check.
Exactly.
So let's say I've landed at Cagliari Elmas Airport.
All right.
The sun is shining. My Sardinian adventure has begun.
Yeah.
Where do I even start?
I would say spend your first 2 days in Cagliari, the capital city.
Okay, Cagliari it is.
Yeah. It's the perfect intro to Sardinia. You got history, culture, and those stunning coastal views you're probably already dreaming of.
I am.
Yeah.
But 2 full days, that's a good chunk of time. Where should I go first?
For history, head straight to the Castello district. It's on a hilltop overlooking the city and the sea.
Ooh, nice view.
Yeah. Just imagine walking through those narrow streets, finding hidden piazzas.
And those charming little cafes.
Exactly. Perfect for people watching.
I love people watching. I'm picturing like balconies overflowing with flowers, the smell of fresh bread.
You got it.
Love it.
And while you're in the Castello district, don't miss the Roman amphitheater.
Ooh, tell me more.
It dates back to the 2nd century AD.
Wow. Talk about a history lesson come to life.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got ancient ruins, charming streets. What about like a true taste of the local scene?
You have to visit the San Benedetto market. It's a sensory overload. In a good way, of course. Just imagine colorful stalls piled high with fresh produce, seafood glistening in the sun.
Ooh, fresh seafood.
The aroma of local cheese and spices.
Oh, that's heaven. A market's the perfect place to soak in the culture and maybe pick up some souvenirs. Speaking of soaking, after all that exploring, I'm going to need some relaxation.
For sure.
Any suggestions?
Cagliari has this amazing beach, Poeto Beach.
Okay.
It's a long stretch of golden sand.
Sounds perfect.
Just a short hop from the city center. So you can go from ancient history to beach bliss in, like, no time.
That's what I call balance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after a long day of exploring, relaxing, I'm going to need a place to crash.
Right.
Any recommendations for where to stay in Cagliari?
Absolutely. For a really memorable stay, I'd recommend Hotel Miramare. It's in a perfect location, stunning views.
Ooh, I love a good view.
But if you're on a budget or want something cozier, there are tons of charming B&Bs.
Okay, perfect.
Especially in the Castello district.
So we've got our first 48 hours in Cagliari. History, beaches, markets, cozy places to stay.
Sounds perfect.
But there's so much more to see in Sardinia. What's next on this island adventure?
Next, we're hitting the road, cruising along the coast.
Ooh, road trip.
But first, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back to continue our Sardinian deep dive.
All right, ready to trade those city streets for some scenic coastal roads?
Oh, absolutely. I'm all about a good road trip, especially when it involves stunning coastal views.
Perfect, because next up is the Costa Smeralda.
Oh, it's Esmeralda. Okay.
It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Cagliari, and the drive itself is amazing.
Oh, I love a scenic drive.
Rolling hills, vineyards, and glimpses of that turquoise water.
Okay, stop. I'm already picturing it. Windows down, Mediterranean breeze in my hair. So what exactly awaits us in Costa Smeralda?
Well, picture this: luxury yachts, designer boutiques, and just a really vibrant atmosphere. That's Porto Cervo, the heart of Costa Smeralda.
So we're talking glitz, glamour, and natural beauty.
You got it, but don't be fooled by the fancy stuff.
Okay.
Costa Smeralda also has some of the most incredible beaches in the Mediterranean. I'm talking soft white sand, crystal clear water, hidden coves. Okay, I'm listening. You mentioned hidden coves earlier. I'm all about those. Any beaches in particular I should check out?
Oh, so many. But for that postcard perfect view, you have to see La Selvia.
La Selvia, all right.
The sand is like powdered sugar, and the water is so clear.
Oh, wow.
And for something a bit more secluded, there's Rina Bianca.
Rina Bianca, got it.
It's known for its calm waters, perfect for a relaxing swim or maybe some snorkeling.
Okay, you're making it hard to choose. But I guess that's the beauty of it, a beach for every mood.
Exactly.
But all this talk of luxury and designer boutiques, is Costa Smeralda going to break the bank?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
While it definitely has its share of high-end options, there are plenty of ways to experience it on a budget too.
I love that. Splurge a little, save a little.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've soaked up the sun, maybe done a little shopping in Costa Smeralda. What's next on our coastal adventure?
Let's head north to Alghero.
Alghero? Okay.
This place will transport you. It's about another 2.5-hour drive. But get this, we're not just getting Italian vibes here.
Ooh, intriguing. Tell me more.
We're stepping into a blend of cultures. Alghero has a unique history. It was ruled by the Crown of Aragon for centuries, so there is a distinct Catalan influence.
Catalan, like Spain.
Exactly, a touch of Spain and Italy.
That's so cool. How can we see that Catalan influence in Alghero?
You'll notice it right away in the historic center. The architecture is this amazing mix of Catalan Gothic and Sardinian styles. Think colorful buildings, intricate balconies, kind of like Barcelona.
Okay, I'm picturing it. Getting lost in those charming streets. But what about those beaches? Does Alghero have any coastal gems?
Absolutely. In fact, it's home to one of Sardinia's most famous beaches, La Pelosa.
La Pelosa, all right, another one for the list.
It's not just beautiful, the water is so clear and shallow, you feel like you're swimming in a lagoon.
Wow, and the sand.
Powdery white, so fine, it almost squeaks when you walk on it.
Okay, I'm sold. La Pelosa, it is. After a day of exploring Alghero and soaking up the sun, where should we stay?
Well, for a unique experience, there's Hotel El Faro.
Hotel El Faro.
It's right on a cliff top with amazing views.
Love it.
But if you prefer something cozier, maybe more budget-friendly, there are also plenty of B&Bs in town.
Perfect. Okay, so we've explored Cagliari, basked in the luxury of Costa Smeralda, stepped back in time in Alghero. Our Sardinian adventure is in full swing. Where do we go from here?
Well, we've done the coast. Now let's head inland. Discover the charm of Sassari and Castelsardo.
Ooh, inland adventures. I'm all for experiencing different sides of the island. What makes these towns special?
Sassari is the second largest city in Sardinia, a real hub of culture and history.
Okay.
It's where old traditions meet modern life. You'll find beautiful piazzas, medieval architecture, and this contagious energy.
I love that, a mix of everything. What about Castelsardo?
Castelsardo, it's like a fairy tale town.
Hmm.
Perched on a hilltop overlooking the sea.
A hilltop town. I'm in.
Narrow streets, colorful houses, artisan workshops, and there's a 12th century castle.
Wow. A hilltop town and a castle.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for? But what about those beaches? Any coastal gems near Sassari and Castelsardo?
Of course. Just a short drive from Castelsardo, you'll find Lubagnu.
Lubagnu.
It's a more relaxed beach, perfect to unwind, soak up the sun. You could even try windsurfing or kite surfing there.
Okay, a little bit of relaxation after all that exploring sounds perfect. And where should we stay after a day in Sassari and Castelsardo?
In Sassari, you could check out the Hotel Vittorio Emanuele.
Got it.
It's central, easy to explore the city. But of course, there are always those charming B&Bs too.
Always a good option.
And for those staying near Castelsardo in Olbia, I'd recommend Hotel for you. They even rent bikes, perfect for exploring.
I do love a good bike ride. Okay, we've covered cities, towns, beaches, even a touch of Spanish influence. Right. But our journey isn't over yet, right? What other adventures await us?
Well, how about we escape to a tiny island paradise just off the coast of Sardinia?
A mini adventure within our grand adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all ears.
Ready for more?
Always.
Well, beyond those beaches and towns, Sardinia has this this soul.
Soul. I like where this is going.
It runs deep. Ancient traditions are still so alive.
Yeah.
Woven into everyday life. You feel it in the people.
Oh, yeah.
Their passion for the island, the way they celebrate their heritage through music, food, festival.
I love that. A destination with soul. It's those special things that really make a place memorable, you know?
Absolutely. And to really get that feeling, you gotta explore Sardinia's folklore.
Folklore.
It's an island full of myths and legends, stories passed down for generations.
Ooh, I'm all about a good story. Give me an example. What kind of legends?
We already talked about the Myrmidons,
Right.
but there are so many more. Tales of witches, fairies, giants.
Giants. Wow.
Even mythical creatures guarding treasure.
Okay, this is straight out of a storybook. But are they just stories? Or do they mean something more to the people?
Oh, they're definitely more than just stories. They reflect the island's history, its connection to nature, those values that shaped Sardinian culture.
So it's a way to keep those traditions alive.
Exactly. Honoring the past, embracing the present.
I see. It's that sense of history, tradition, connection. It all comes together.
And you don't need to be an expert to experience it.
That's good, because I'm not.
It's all around you, waiting to be discovered. Just be present, observe, engage with the culture.
I love that. Slow down, savor the moment.
Exactly. Embrace the unexpected.
Right. It reminds me that travel is more than just checking things off a list.
Yeah.
It's about immersing yourself, connecting with people, making memories that last.
Couldn't have said it better myself, and Sardinia is perfect for that.
You've convinced me. Sardinia is at the top of my list.
And that's the magic of it. Beaches, towns, history, food, it's all there.
Amazing. Thank you so much for this deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much, and I'm ready for an adventure.
My pleasure. I hope it inspires you and everyone listening to explore Sardinia for themselves.
To all our listeners, if you do make that trip to Sardinia, tell us about it. Share your stories, your favorite moments, maybe even those hidden gems you discover. Who knows, maybe your travel tales will inspire our next deep dive. Until then, happy travels. Arrivederci.